Let's take a look at this conversation. Barbara. Good morning, Barbara speaking. How can I help you? Maria. Good morning, this is Maria Miles from ABC Communications. Can I speak to somebody in customer service, please? Barbara. I can help you. What's the problem? Maria. I ordered some stationery from you 3 weeks ago, but I still don't have it. Barbara. I see. Do you have a reference number? Maria. No, I don't. All the documents are in the other office. Barbara. Not to worry. I can check on our computer. When did you place the order? Maria. I placed it on the 7th of this month. Barbara. How did you send it? Maria. I didn't send it. I placed it by phone. Barbara. Who did you speak to? Maria. I spoke to Paul Oxley. Barbara. What did you order? Maria. I ordered some pens, files, photocopy paper, envelopes. Barbara. Did you receive a confirmation of the order? Maria. No, I didn't. Barbara. I see. Did Mr. Oxley give you a delivery date? Maria. Yes. He gave me a delivery date of the 21st. Barbara. Did you make payment with the order? Maria. Yes, I did. I paid by credit card. Barbara. Here's the information. I'm sorry, but we sent the order late yesterday, in fact. Maria. I see. Can I speak to the manager, please? All right. So if we look at the pink writing, we see that this is Barbara speaking, and the black writing is Maria speaking. Okay, so we have two individuals talking on the phone. Barbara is answering the phone. She is a receptionist. Okay, Maria is calling from a company, ABC Communications. Maria has ordered some supplies, and she's asking Barbara where the supplies are because the delivery date has passed. And what does she find out? She finds out they sent the order late, and Maria needs the supplies soon. So she asks to speak to a manager at the end of the phone call. All right, let's look at these questions and write down in your notebook what you think the answers might be. Okay. Who ordered stationery? When did she place the order? Did the company receive the order by fax? What did the woman order? Did the woman pay by credit card? So again, take a moment, write the answers in your notebook. See if you can answer all of these questions, and you can go back to the conversation. Okay, let's talk about rules for past tense. When we make past tense sentences and they're affirmative, which means they're positive, we change the verb to the past tense. So she ran to the store. She skipped. She ran to the post office. Okay? For negative sentences, we do not change the verb. Okay? She didn't run to the post office. She didn't skip. Okay? We keep it the same. Auxiliary verbs for questions include did, does, do, have, had, could, should, or would. Should she go to the store? Should is the auxiliary. Go is the regular verb. Okay. All right. Now, please take these sentences or these phrases, please take these phrases and put them in past tense. To order? To place an order? To not order? To not receive? To pay? Pause the video and practice. You may want to write in a notebook. All right, here are the answers. To order, ordered. To place an order, placed an order. We see that we've added ed to the end of place. Placed is the past tense. To not order, didn't order. We see that order stays the same because it's not an affirmative, it's a negative sentence. Okay, so we keep the verb the same. To not receive, didn't receive. to pay, didn't pay. On the left, you'll see a list of regular verbs. These verbs add ed to make past tense. On the right, you'll see a list of irregular verbs and the way that we can make them past tense. You cannot add ed to pay, okay, because that's not how we spell paid, okay? So it's the same sound, but it's spelled a little bit differently, okay? And it's the same with meet. Meted is not a word. Sinded, not a word. Obviously, is and was. Give, gave, get, got. You can't add ed to those. Did and do. Speaked, not a word. Seed, not a word. Bide, not a word. Telled, haved, doed. Okay, so ordered, received, placed, dispatched, emailed, faxed, confirmed, changed, delivered, asked, and signed. All regular verbs you can add ed. The rest, unfortunately, we have to memorize. They're irregular verbs. All right, it's time to practice. Change affirmative and negative sentences. Okay, so if it's affirmative, change it to negative. If it's negative, change it to affirmative. They didn't dispatch it today. I sent a fax. She didn't meet her secretary. She said goodbye. We didn't pay by check. I received an order. Pause the video and practice. You may want to make notes in a notebook. Let's see how you did. They didn't dispatch it today. They dispatched it today. We see that dispatch is a regular verb, so we add ed to make dispatched for the past. Okay? So they didn't is a negative. They dispatched is a positive or an affirmative. Okay? I sent a fax. I didn't send a fax. She didn't meet her secretary. She met her secretary. She said goodbye. She didn't say goodbye. We didn't pay by check. We paid by check. And again, paid is irregular. So we can't add ed. Instead, it's paid. Okay? I received an order. I didn't receive an order. All right, take a look at this conversation and put it in the right order. Okay, so this is a conversation between two people named Paul and David. So how should it start? Yes, I do. I like it very much. Paul Jones, how do you do? I work here in Berlin. Do you work here too? Where do you work? Hello, David Smith. How do you do? No, I don't. I work in Moscow. Really? Do you like it? So put this conversation in the right order. How did you do? So we know the first thing that happens in a conversation is a greeting. Hello, David Smith. How do you do? Paul Jones. How do you do? How do you do is a bit formal, but it's a way that you might greet someone, just asking, how are you doing? Hope everything is fine. How do you do? Where do you work? I work here in Berlin. So we see work is the verb, and then we're definitely going to respond with work. So where do you work? Where is a location question. So we're looking for a location answer. I work here in Berlin. Do you work here too? No, I don't. So we see that to is at the end of the question. Do you work here too? And it's do. So we're looking for a yes or no answer. No, I don't. I work in Moscow. Really? Do you like it? This is a common question we ask about people and their jobs. Do you like it? Or their new houses, their new locations. Do you like it? Okay. And we know the answer is going to be yes, I like it, or no, I don't like it. In this case, yes, I do. I like it very much. All right, let's do a quick review of what we've learned so far. All right. So we've learned that past tense in regular verbs, we would add ed to the end to make it a past tense verb. In irregular, it's just going to be something that you memorize. The rules are different for each one, like buy, bought, pay, paid, that sort of thing. For affirmatives, you would change the verb, and for negatives, you leave it the same. Okay, so she ran, she didn't run. Okay, so didn't is negative. Okay, so we leave the verb the same, run. Okay, and then auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, and they tell us more about the sentence. They often come with regular verbs. Okay, they don't stand on their own. Question words: where, location; when, time; what time, time; who, a person; how much, a number; what, an explanation; how are directions. All right, great work today. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Thank you.